Hey y'all, it's DJ Kitty.
And Miss Morningstar.
And you are tuned into Our Plugs, a community connection, where culture, commerce, and community come together on one powerful platform.
Absolutely. This is the show that connects Black and minority-owned businesses, nonprofit organizations, entrepreneurs, community leaders, and change makers all in one place. We don't just talk, we build, we uplift, and we plug you into the resources that help our community grow.
Yep. From business ownership and financial empowerment to mental health, education, arts, culture, and justice. This is a space where real conversations meet real solutions.
I know that's right. So wherever you're listening, whether it's from home, at work, or on the move, stay locked in because you're officially plugged into Our Plugs, the community connection.
Now let's get into today's show. Good morning, Holly Springs, Mississippi. Good morning, Memphis, Tennessee. Today is Welcoming Wednesday. Today's a great day to be alive, above ground versus below. We want to say good morning to our family out there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. And we'd like to say good evening to our family and friends on TikTok, YT, Facebook, and IG. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our community. And that's what it's all about. Community is where we're at and how we make things do. All right, so today is How's Your Mental? And of course, we have our girl, Mrs. Jack, and I believe Counselor Nikki will be joining us as well. And our subject is the art of letting go. Yeah, we need to definitely talk about that. You know, it's Valentine's Day weekend coming up, and sometimes you got to let some things go so that you can enjoy the greatness that this life has to offer. So I will say this to everyone: tune in, sit down, get your notepads ready, and get ready to go through some mental revelations, so to speak. But before we can get started, of course, 16 ounces of water is due in your body first thing in the morning as soon as you touch ground. Then go ahead and get your morning medications taken and take you some vitamins. Vitamins are essential, and get you a great breakfast to get you started on your day. I said this month that in honor of Black History Month, we would go through Black History facts. And of course, I have some more Black History facts that I'd like to share. This one is about culture and economic contributions. So we'll start with Black Wall Street in Tulsa's Greenwood District and other thriving Black communities like Rosewood and Mount Bayou were centers of Black economic resilience destroyed by racial violence. Of course it was. Josephine Baker became a cultural icon in the 1920s, performing internationally and advocating for civil rights. Madam C.J. Walker became the first self-made female millionaire in the U.S. and used her wealth to support education and anti-lynching efforts. That's a shame that she had to do that because people wouldn't just not lynch Black people. Come on now. And lastly, Black cowboys made up roughly 25% of the workforce in the post-Civil War West, shaping frontier culture despite being erased from popular narratives. You know, they always try and erase us, but our greatness, you can't erase us. We are Black history. We are American history 24/7, 365. But tonight or this morning, that is your Black history facts. Take something from that, take something from every one of these that we share with you and know that your greatness can never, ever be duplicated or reinvented. They can't do it. All right. So we're going to start now with our morning affirmations, and those affirmations we get from my little sister, my girl, Miss Morningstar from Our Plugs, the community connection. Good morning, Miss Morningstar. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I am wonderful. Thank you for that great Black History moment. as we
Absolutely.
continue to truck through Black History Month. It's my favorite time of the year, one of them. I want to continue on some affirmations that we touched on. I had a whole bunch of quotes from some leaders and that are current and old and current. Because the power of language is important, right? So what we say, how affects how we feel, and the ability to, use these affirmations every day to help get us through our day and let us remember who we are within our power is important. So I am going to read off some statements
Okay.
from some well-known and maybe some that you might not know, but we're going to go through it. I'm going to name who said, I'm going to give you their names. So first one is Marcus Garvey. The Black skin is not a bandage of shame, but rather a glorious symbol of national greatness. I agree.
I agree.
I.C. Davis says, I find in being Black a thing of beauty, a joy, a strength, a secret cup of gladness.
Yes, yes, yes.
Beverly Bonds, own your magic, walk in your purpose, and rock your truth.
Yeah,
Jennifer Arnese, choosing yourself is a revolutionary act of integrity.
I have to agree with that.
I do too. Audrey Lorde says, we are powerful because we have survived. And that is what it is all about, survival and growth. I agree with
Yes,
that.
absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, we it's proof in the pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Ella Fitzgerald says, just don't give up what you're trying to do. Where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong.
I agree.
Nelson Mandela says, for to be free is not merely a cast off one's chain, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others.
Living free.
Living free. Tina Turner
Come on,
said,
Tina.
come on, Tina. Whatever is bringing you down, get rid of it. Because you'll find that when you're free, your true self comes out.
Get
What?
rid of it.
The art of letting go? Is
Let
that what
it
we're talking
go.
about tonight? Let it
Mm-hmm.
go.
Let it go.
I love it. Colin Powell, have a vision, be demanding. Ruby Bridges, didn't you just talk about Ruby? Don't follow the path. Go where there's no path and begin the trail. Ooh. Start something new, y'all. Don't be scared.
Mm-hmm.
Toni Morrison, your life is already artful. Your life is already artful, just waiting for you to make it art.
Mm.
Oh man, so many of these. I'm gonna finish it up with these last three. Elda B. Wells. It is extremely rough to follow through with my goals, but I felt a responsibility to show the world what the African Americans are facing through this rough patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going through another one, y'all, right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. Maya Angelou. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise.
Yes, ma'am.
And Cicely Tyson, the moment anyone tries to demean or degrade you in any way, you have to know how great you are. Nobody would bother to beat you down if you were not a threat. Facts.
Oh, facts. Big facts.
Facts. And those
Yeah.
are y'all morning affirmations. Use those affirmations to know who you are and stand in your power and your greatness.
Yes, ma'am. I love it. I
I do
absolutely
too.
love it. And it's all facts, all facts. Thank you, Miss Morningstar. You know, I love to hear from our former, because some of them are no longer with us, but their words will remain forever. And it's a reminder and a testament to our power. Keep going, y'all. We got this. All right, let's go ahead and get into this weather today. Holly Springs, you have a high of 59, a low of 34. Feels like 56 during the day, 38 at night, with a 24% chance of rain. Winds are out of the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. You have morning clouds, and afternoon it's going to be sunny. Humidity is moderate during the day and high at night. Air quality is good. Memphis, Tennessee, you have a high today of 56, a low of 35. Feels like 52 during the day, 39 at night, with a 7% chance of rain. Winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be a partly cloudy day, but it'll clear up. Humidity is moderate during the day and high at night, and air quality is good. H-Town, hot. Texas, hot. Houston, high today of 76. I love it. Low of 58. Feels like 75 during the day, 65 at night, with a 50% chance of rain. Winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. We have morning showers, and it's going to be a partly cloudy day. Humidity is high all day long, and air quality is fair. I need to look at the weather and see where it's going to rain at. If it's coming from the Gulf, that means that we're going to get it on the south side. If it's coming from the north, from Dallas area and coming down, that means we're the north side of Houston will get the rain. So fingers crossed it's coming from the north, because I don't want to have to deal with rain in the morning on my way to work. Anyhow, that is your weather. Those folks that are still suffering from the snow and the cold, please grab a blanket, check on your loved ones. It's rough out there. Although we have warm weather, not everyone does. So I'm saying a prayer for those who are still dealing with the cold. And I'm glad it's not me, myself, and I. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some news that you can use. Oh, man. What happened today, y'all? What happened? I know the man with the black hands, he's got a lot going on. Those e-files, he ain't going to be able to live it down. He's not going to be able to live it down, and names are being redacted, and I don't care what he says or how he says it. Even his base are having a hard time trying to defend the indefensible. But I will start with this. Trump told police in the mid-2000s, everyone has known about Epstein's misconduct. Who is everyone? Just you and your cronies, you and your buddies. That's who knew. That's who knew good and doggone well that y'all was out here doing all kinds of nefarious things to children. Shortly after the law enforcement investigation into JE became public in the mid-2000s, Donald Trump called the Palm Beach, Florida Police Department to express gratitude, according to a newly released document. Thank goodness you're stopping him, Trump said, according to the document. Everyone has known he's been doing this from the beginning. Sir, you are in the files. You making these statements, trying to cut.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Pause. I thought he ain't know him really like that.
But he's a walking contradiction. One minute he barely knows the man. The next minute he was his best friend. The next minute, oh, he's innocent. The next minute, calling the police department saying, oh, it's a good thing y'all got him.
I mean, what we doing? Are you just saying that? I mean, because you trying to cover yourself. I mean,
at the end of the day,
you in the files.
You in the files, and it's like you're playing a game, just trying to see who's dumb enough to believe you. And even I am stunned to see how many MAGA are trying to finally say, oh, well, no, we can't deal with this. He's in those files. He said he was going to release the files, and what we've seen, he's in them. Even one of the people that is always on Real and DJ's Live, y'all know Mr. Claiborne? Even he was like, I can't continue to support him if he's in the files. And from my research, I see that he's in the files. Yes. I guess some people are a little slower than others we're coming to the conclusion that he is a PDF. But that's what he is. That's what he is. I had a little news also about some names that were all also in the files that have been revealed, redacted Epstein names revealed on House floor. So somebody read the names, but you know, these were just Congressman Ro Khan just read aloud the names of 6 powerful men that had previously been redacted from the Epstein files. Names the public were never supposed to hear. They weren't random redactions. They weren't minor clerical omissions. They were deliberate, intentional black bars placed over identities that someone somewhere decided Americans did not deserve to see. Well, here are the names that were read on the congressional record. Let's start with Salvatore Nuara, Zurab Mike Ladez, Leonic Leonov, excuse me, Leonov, Nicola. I think that's a lady. Nicola.
They said it was some ladies.
Yeah. And Sultan Ahmad bin Salami. Sir, yeah.
Thank you.
The obvious question is also the most important one. Why were these men's names protected? I'm about to look at it while we talk. Why would you think that they would actually redact these specific people? So I'm going to start with, I'm going to start looking them up while I do that, because I want to look up these names. Who are you, sir? Who are you?
Yeah, like, do you have information?
Who are you?
Are they redacting your name because you have certain information on certain people that you could share with the public if we call you into Congress? And you promise to tell the truth under oath.
Yeah. Who is Salvatore Nuara? Redacted now. Okay, so I am trying to find
powerful foreign figures.
There. This man Ro Khan said I'm reading these names and I don't care who doesn't like it. Who was Salvatore Nuara? There's a limited public available information about Salvatore. According to several reports, Nuara was a member of the New York Police Department and served as a detective. He was previously investigated in connection with an escort service, though the investigation was not directly related to Epstein. TikTok, this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. A member of the NYC and a detective. You can't make this up. Let's see, who is Zurab Mike Ladez? Let's see, who are you, sir? Because we have questions. Who are you?
Mike Ladez, that sounds like the pillow guy. But his name was Mike Lindell.
Lindell, with his weird self. Let's see.
F1, thank you. Keep tapping, y'all.
F1, please. Please put F1.
Keep tapping the screen, y'all. Power tap, so we can keep them nasty notes out.
All right, let's see who is sir. I am too outdone. Hold on, y'all just bear with me, because you know the system doesn't want me to look up all these names, but I'm gonna look them up anyway. And there's no information on.
And while she looking them up, just remember, Marjorie already said, Big Bag Marge, y'all remember her, who quit at the beginning of January? She had already said she had a whole conversation with the president of the United States, who was upset with her because she signed the petition to release the files. But he kept telling her some of my friends are going to get hurt. I'm trying to keep my friends from getting hurt.
That's
I'm
just
going to hurt my friends.
What about the children? You want to not hurt your friends.
I thought they was all about the kids, Kitty. Remember all that stuff?
Right.
They tried to say it was the Democrats doing this to the kids and that and another. But come to find out. Go ahead.
I mean, there's not any information on Zuron. But let's go to Leononic Lenovo is one of the individuals named. The document suggests that the Justice Department had continued to redact the names despite there being no apparent legal requirement to do so. And it's not, you know what? They've scrubbed their names. They've scrubbed their names. You can't even find these people. They're just talking about him reading the names off on the House floor, but they won't say who it is. They won't give you.
When I tell you, this is like
a cover-up,
the biggest cover-up that's been going on in our government for years, y'all, all the way back to probably the 70s and 80s, as far as I can see. Probably go back further.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes back further.
I'm pretty sure it goes back further. But just based off of some of the things we do know, these were 70s, 80s, not like this is
old men.
Yes.
That's what they are now.
And right now they're really, really old men, if they're even still breathing, you know.
Nicola Caputo is an Italian politician who has served in various capacities, including consulary, communal, regional counselor for Campania, and a member of the European Parliament, representing Southern Italy. Oof, Lord, these men are just. All right, last one that I'm gonna look up, Sultan, and look, at the end of the day, if you didn't want your name to be out there, you shouldn't have been over there messing with children. Plain and simple.
Shouldn't have been a nasty, dirty old man.
Well, the Sultan is an Emirates businessman born in 1955. He is the group chairman and CEO of DP World, one of the world's largest logistics and port management companies. Additionally, he serves as the chairman of the Ports, Customs, and Free Zone Corporation in Dubai. These are some powerful people.
Yeah. With that money. And he's 70 years old. He'd be 71 if he's still breathing.
In 1955, he's 75.
No, he's 70. My parents was born in 55. He's 70.
It's 70. I'm sorry. You're right. 70.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Y'all are some dirty.
He'll be 71 this year. Nasty old man.
Yeah. That you know what? The mere fact that these old men were out there doing all kinds of things to children, and we've got the files, we've got the tapes, we've got the pictures, but they don't want to release it. Let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to turn the floor over to you, Miss Morningstar. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs, the Community Connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Do you relate to the phrase, "Don't let the pretty face fool you"? That's the motto behind our Pretty Gangster hoodie. I myself am not a people person, so we have a hoodie for that too. Our hoodies do the talking, so you don't have to. Want someone to read your hoodie and think, "Yep, I feel the exact same way"? Or do you want to teach someone how to pray and thank God? Then head on over to our sassy black and white hoodie collection located in our TikTok shop and order yours today.
Find us at Sparkle Kicks on Etsy, TikTok, and ourplugs.com.
Welcome to Compassion Counseling and Training Services, LLC, where healing takes flight. I am Nicole Wiley, licensed independent clinical social worker, and we empower children, individuals, families, and couples through individualized therapy via telehealth. Using evidence-based approaches like CBT and mindfulness, we help clients build resilience and rediscover their wings. If you're ready to begin your journey, visit CompassionCounselingandTrainingServices.com.
You're locked in to WKRA 92.7, the voice of the community. And listen, 2026 is all about showing up and shining. That is why we rock with Morningstar Boutique by Tam, where fashion meets confidence, purpose, and style. From everyday chic to head-turning statement pieces to some fly arm candy, Morningstar has it all. And while you're shopping, tap into the community. Discover Black-owned and minority-owned businesses at ourplugs.com. Also, check out MorningstarBoutiqueByTam.com, where your light owns your style.
And we are back. You're listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKR 92.7, The Change. Miss Morningstar, I'm going to turn the floor over to you. I just wanted to, talk about what they don't want us to talk about.
It's so much to talk about. I mean, we'll be all day on the show talking about the craziness that happens throughout this administration. We just touch on a few things, and hopefully these are helpful for you guys so you can go and do individual research and get ready to vote. Get ready to vote midterm. Get ready to vote in these special elections. Get ready to early vote.
Yes, early vote.
Yes, and make sure you register because they're going to try something at the polls, so early vote.
Absolutely.
So I was watching Rachel Maddow. I like Rachel Maddow, by the way. And she was talking about how the law firms were bullied. A lot of law firms were bullied by Trump. And they fighting back against them. Some bent the knee, but others decided to fight back against the immigrant prison camps. Now, there was a chart she had up about 7 right now. New camps have been born, have been built. 11 are kind of like in the limbo right now because they're fighting against them. Some of these camps, y'all, are so ridiculously sized. I'm talking about where one of the camps, and this is just off the top of my head, I think would hold like 15,000 people, and it was in a very small community that only had a community of probably 10,000 or something. So they want to put the key thing in this is he lied. He said he was deporting these people back to their countries. However, he's holding them hostage to use them as slaves in prison camps, so they can do the easy zero labor work. That's what he's
they don't
going
have to pay for labor.
Right. He's reinventing the wheel of slavery. That is what he's doing. Why does he need to build so many of these camps? And a lot of the major law firms were made to look foolish, cowering to him. Some of these law firms, and right now they're actually getting put out there. I think one is called Stymie, Attorney Stymie. He went because what Trump did was try to use executive orders against them. Some of them went to court and won and said absolutely not. Some bent the knee. So, we got to be careful. And thank goodness Joe Biden and Kamala Harris put so many judges in place.
Back to court.
Yes. To back us, because they knew what was coming. They knew what was coming.
I wonder if Kamala has the winning lottery numbers, because everything she said was right.
The girl is a gem, okay? She's a gem, and if she probably do, because she predicted this to the T.
To the T.
Happening.
Everything she said he would do, he's doing. Melba wants to know, did you hear about the large medical incinerators?
I did a little bit, Melbo, about the large medical incinerators. That was that something to do with the files and with?
No, incinerators is what they used back in Germany.
Well, that's what they got rid of things with.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of the body. Yeah.
There's one in New York.
Mm.
And wait, hold on.
Part of the camp. Were they going to be putting those on the camps?
Part of the camps, yeah.
What does that remind y'all of?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Incinerators. That's what they had in some camps a long time ago. I'm just saying. Florida A&M University chopping block. Because Florida's anti-DEI law was bound to clash with Black History Month, and it is. So we know Florida A&M is a HBCU. Last week, law school students was initially told by the university that she couldn't use the word Black on Black History Month flyers because it violated Florida's law prohibiting DEI programming at public universities. How you tell somebody at a HBCU, a historically
black college,
university, right?
And you're trying to tell them that they can't say the words Black. Man,
they can't say the words Black.
Ooh, Lord,
on a Black History flyer because it violates the law in Florida.
You know what's violating my law? the mere fact that these people are still bothering us. That's
still bothering us, and that is just a way to fire us up. Don't fall for it, y'all.
Don't fall for it.
They want us to get real mad, and they want us to get real angry, and they know when we get angry, we may shake the room. Okay,
that's what they want us to do.
We're not gonna give it to
them.
them.
Y'all, they want us to be out there so bad.
They do.
Yeah.
This law student was extremely angry about this, of course, and she's the one that put this out here. You know, it's absurd. This is a historically Black college, and it's just bizarre that you want to allow them
freedom of speech. I would sue them.
Celebrate Black History Month. Unforgivable and ridiculous. And in positive news, y'all, though, we have a young lady, and I am proud to say she is from Cleveland, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, which is actually the city I grew up in and graduated from. She she's the first Black woman to play with Team USA in the Olympic ice hockey. She's first Black woman. Yes. So she made history this year at the Winter Olympics, first Black woman to compete with Team USA in Olympic ice hockey. The 22-year-old debuted in Milo. Is it Milano Cortina? I guess that's where the Olympics is. I don't know, y'all. Scored her first Olympic point and helped the U.S. Open in tournament with a 5-1 win over Tunisia. So, yeah, she's from Cleveland, Ohio, Cleveland Heights. She played in high school. She played. So she has made it to the Olympics. Let's send her our well wishes and much success as she has just made history. 22 years old.
There is another young lady, Black woman, Erin Jackson. She just won the Winter Olympics. She just won.
Is that the speed racer?
Speed racer.
That girl was gone.
She was gone.
She was gone. When I tell you,
I mean, she had plenty of.
Not only are we good on feet, but on ice. What?
Maybe she put them legs to work. Milan.
I can't say it right now. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I am so happy to every time we have trailblazers who are blazing the way for the next generation. It just feels good to see us. The
Yeah.
mere fact that, we have to be the first. In 2026, we're still saying the first Black.
Yeah.
It's okay. Well, it's the first, but it won't be the last.
We are breaking we breaking bridges. We moving
Yeah.
mountains. That's what we known to do though. I mean,
I
we
mean,
known to do this.
it's
Yeah.
what we do. It's what we do. So, did you want to bring Miss Jack up? Counselor Nikki is not feeling well
Yeah,
today.
she's under the weather. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, I can bring Miss Jack up. And while I'm bringing her up, let me just tell this one last
I
thing
forgot.
that y'all boy is trying to do. He over there messing with Detroit. He over there messing with Michigan and Canada right now. He's over here threatening them to stop the Gordie Howe International Bridge from opening. So if y'all didn't know, there's a bridge that connects between Detroit and Canada. I used to go over that bridge to go hang out and party in Canada in my younger years. And it was fun. Okay. So I guess back in 2013, Obama gave approval for revamping of the bridge. It is now complete. And of course, your boy is jealous and mad, talking about
That's a bitter old man.
compensate us better. And so he's on Truth and he's sundowning. Like we know he the one who typed on Truth Social. And he talking cash money, you know what. So yeah.
That is the angriest. I'm just get off my lawn. Shut up, Grandpa.
It's the
Mad about
second bridge.
everything.
T-Nick says it's the second. Technique says it's the. I said T-Nick. Technique says it's the second bridge.
Yeah, they had to replace the bridge, and I saw a picture of it. It is nice.
It's beautiful, and it's set to open this year. But you know, your boy is
Big DC said Big Gretch said the bridge will open. Probably ain't running nothing but his mouth. He don't even run up his
all right,
back.
Big Gretch.
Not Big
is like,
Gretch.
whatever.
He said Big Gretch.
I mean, all he does
That's what
is
they call her,
Okay.
the governor.
all he does is whine. That's all he does. And guess what? You don't control anything. You can't even control your bowels. Anyhow,
He can't control them. It's true.
okay. It's
true.
no lies detected. There's a reason why he wears a diaper. He can't control his bowels.
He let it loose.
Let it loose every chance, and don't care who's around.
Yeah, he's just nasty.
Tooted and booted. He just be tooted
Loose.
and booted.
Loose. Anywho, hello, Mrs. Jack. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning, WKRA, and good evening to our TikTok followers and the audience. How you guys doing?
Oh, it's named the Gordie Howe Bridge. Thank you, DC. We appreciate it. Gordie Howe Bridge.
Gordie Howe.
It's gonna be open. The man is crying about everything. That they didn't give. I'm taking my bat and my ball, and I'm going home. Oh, hush up.
Did you see what he did to West? The only governor.
West Virginia invite him to the governors.
I would show up anyway.
They don't want your unseasoned bland food anyway.
I will come in. He is the chair. He's the vice chair of the governors, whatever they call it. But he was the only governor uninvited, and he just happens to be the black guy.
He don't want that food. He don't want to come to that.
He don't.
Sure.
But when you in a position of power like that, I will show up just because, sir, like you said,
I heard protest.
you didn't give me this job. Yeah, when he was Don Lemon on Don Lemon show the other day. Don Lemon had him up yesterday, and he was talking to him, and he said he didn't nominate me. All the other governors put me as the chair. So all these 49 white tea governors voted me the chair. He said he don't run nothing like. He said, but it's not lost on me because Don was trying to get him to, say, do you think he's racist or whatever? And sometimes they have to be apolitical, but he's like, it's not lost on me that I am the only Black one and the only one that he said he took the opportunity to uninvite him right after he refused to say that was him that put up the picture of the Obamas.
The way I would have got on social media and said, I don't want to come to your bland.
Okay.
I don't want to come to that.
I'm gonna have to sneak in some seasoning salt, some salt, some pepper,
something. Don't nobody want to eat that mess.
I don't want to come in there. I can bring all his.
Y'all done deported all of the people who can cook. We don't want this mayonnaise.
The first reporter that asked me a question, that's exactly what I said. I ain't want to come no way.
With your undercooked chicken, I ain't coming.
Salmonella. We don't want that.
But it's just the nerve of him. He's a child. The mentality of our president is a childlike mentality. So we're ready for stuff like that.
Melangerie, come get your sugar daddy, whatever he is to you.
And word on the street is the job numbers is real bad.
They
about to come out tomorrow.
Everybody's upset.
You don't say. That's what happened when you fire a lot of people. The job numbers.
Just saying.
Right. Y'all didn't go on a hiring spree. Y'all went on a firing spree.
Yes. And now look, you got the job description in reverse, sir. We know you can't read, but somebody should have talked to you and told you, no, we don't want to fire people. We want to hire people. Your job is to make sure that people are working in the country, not that people are struggling. But he don't understand that. The man is, he's probably sundown and looking at walls and touching things right now. And they're following him around saying, sir, come back, come sit down. Yes, here's a coloring book. Here you go.
We are at COVID numbers now for jobs. Job loss is at COVID numbers. Now that's unheard of to not have a pandemic and be back in pandemic numbers. But I digress because
we are in a pandemic. It's called the man with the black hands.
We are in a government pandemic. That's what we're in. A government pandemic with a man-made.
Yo, his approval rating, y'all just saw. He had a negative 9 point.
You get a negative.
You get a negative number.
You are a negative, sir. You got to climb out of the negative. Try to make it to zero. Try to make it to zero.
Try and make it at least a zero, sir. At least.
If you ask him, it's gonna be 109.
It's gonna be 900.
And this is among the support from non-college voters. Okay.
So these are his folks.
These are the folks 1, 2, and I ain't saying all non-college people got 1, 2, but we already know what we talking about. His own folks.
That's his core group right there. So your own people. You know what? You are right, because the Bad Bunny halftime show, T Pussa had their own halftime show. Turn Point USA, I call them T Pussa. They had 5 million viewers for that, right? So why is it that they didn't have?
Was inflated.
Why they didn't have 77 million viewers? Because that's how many people supposedly voted for him. Why?
But I heard the 5 million was inflated. They had bots.
It just
came out that they had bots. They cheated. So it might only been about 1 million, 1.5.
There's probably 1,000 people because it was only 7 people in the audience.
The same bots that bought tickets to Melania the movie. That's probably
the same people.
Did you hear how they was making our military forcing them to watch?
The way I would have been sick that day.
No,
I would have my earphones in.
I would have been on the phone.
To a book.
I would have been on the phone in the movies talking about. I know good and well. They got us watching.
Baby, I'm like, y'all want to catch the bootleg? I got 5.
Okay.
I got two copies for 20.
Nobody want to buy it. They wasted.
I don't know if they wasted. So might have to go to Trump world.
That was $75 million.
That was a pay for play. Okay. Allegedly TikTok. I know how y'all act. That was a pay for play.
That was a payday. That was a bribe or something. They paid her $40 million personally. Then they spent $35 million on marketing. How you spent that $35 million on marketing? I barely saw anything.
They ain't spent $3 on marketing, man. If y'all don't stop,
could y'all imagine that conversation, please, Melania? If you let us do this movie, so
please,
you could please show up to his events, please.
Please stop.
Please, Melania.
They said that she talked about.
I don't care.
Fashion.
I know somebody who copies Michelle Obama ain't trying to talk about fashion. DC said, they said if his name was Adult Rock, no white man would have tuned in. Oh man, yes, Kid Rock. You're right.
Rock. Hit rock.
Last night I think I was on D's live, Darian's live, and I put in the comments, Darian, you got more people on this live now than that showed up at Kid. We got more people on the live than that showed up at Kid Rock's. What do you call it?
T-Pussa.
Halftime show. Miss Jack, I'm done with you.
That name is awful, but it's funny.
It is awful, but
Nutty said it first. Thank Nutty. Nutty said it first.
Nutty Professor.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
He said T-Pussa. I said T-Pussa.
Yes. Anyway. Turning point. T-Pussa. Okay. So let's get into the art of letting go. We got to let go of this conversation. That's what
let it go.
Okay. All right, people. Today we are going to talk about the art of letting go and why walking away is self-love. Okay. We're going to have 3 topics, and then at the end, we're going to have 3 questions that we all 3 are going to answer one at a time.
Okay.
Even myself included. All right.
Let's go.
So the 3 topics are self-worth, setting boundaries, and letting go. Okay. So our self-worth is recognizing your self-worth. I can't read. You deserve to be in environments with people who nurture rather than stifle your growth. Ensure your self-esteem is high enough to not accept less than. Believe you are valuable as a human being. And your self-worth is genuine self-worth, knowing you are enough just because you exist. I kind of feel like Regi right now because we're talking about self-worth and our self-value. What it starts with, self-worth is what will keep you from accepting less than. If you don't have your own self-worth, sometimes we fall into, latching on to other people to get a self-worth from somebody else. But what happens is if you have your self-worth connected to somebody else, once that person leaves, your self-worth usually will go with them, right? Connected to your self-esteem. If you have very low self-esteem, you don't really see yourself as worthy. And you have to start there in order to, value and know that you are enough just because you were born. And that's like the lowest part of it. Just because you were born, it's not connected to anything we do for people. Because some people are people pleasers. We know that. Some people can't not help people. They feel like if I can't help my friends and family through every life situation they have, I feel worthless. Because that's the point. That's what they've made themselves, right? But what they're doing is you're latching your self-worth onto what other people deem you worthy for. And you're making it your worth. So anytime you can remove somebody else and then feel unworthy, that means you're not, worthy of yourself first. So that's the first part of it, is self-worth. Believing you are valuable as a human being without doing anything for anybody, without giving people money, without using, your skills or talents to do something for somebody else. Just existing the way your children see you when they are first born.
Yeah.
You are a parent. They are going to love you just because. And that's how it should be. Your self-worth, you don't have to really, not protest, go out and rally for a child to love you. They're just going to love you just because your mommy your daddy, your auntie, or whoever. That is how it's supposed to be for you, for yourself.
Unconditional. You're supposed to love yourself unconditionally.
Absolutely unconditional.
I can dig that. Yes. It starts with you. How can you love anybody else if you don't love yourself? We got to take a commercial break. I know we just started, but this is a great time to take a commercial break, and then we can just flow on through. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7 The Change. We will be right back after this quick commercial break.
Advertising with Our Plugs. The community connection opens doors to a whole new ballgame. Radio advertising is affordable, powerful, and puts your business directly in front of the people who want to support you. Plus, customers can easily find and connect with you anytime through our online directory. If you're ready to grow your brand, expand your reach, and stay connected to the community, sign up today. Visit ourplugs.com and register now. That's ourplugs.com. Plug into your community.
Carter's Caring Hands is here to serve the communities here in Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, as well as Southfield, Michigan. We also go out into the unhoused community, serve the community with care bags. Low-income families, our senior citizens, and our veterans with fresh food baskets each and every day, because no one should choose medication over food. We are here to serve you. Your community is our community, and our community is one community. From our hands to your hand.
At Lovership Apparel, we believe what you wear should remind you of who you are. This is where love meets style. From our signature beautiful hoodies created to remind you to show up as your full authentic self, to our bold her shirts designed for women who know their worth and wear it proudly. Lovership Apparel is more than clothing. It's a movement. Our comfortable, confidence-boosting leggings move with you, while our statement backpacks carry your essentials and your purpose wherever life takes you. Every piece is intentionally designed to inspire self-love, confidence, and authenticity, because you deserve to wear something that speaks life into you. Whether you're stepping out, showing up, or standing firm in who you are, Lovership Apparel is made for you. Visit lovershipapparel.com and wear the reminder, be you to the fullest.
This is Transformation Training Academy. If you're someone that people walk up to and just talk to and tell all their business to and they don't know you, this is your sign. If you're ready to level up, Transformation Training Academy is ready for you. Coach Nikki and Counselor Nikki push you past your limits into your purpose. We help you break patterns, build confidence, and create real change. Your breakthrough isn't someday, it's today. Contact us at info@thetransformationtrainingacademy.com.
And we are back. You are listening to Our Plugs, the Community Connection on WKRA 92.7, The Change. Let me say this really quick before we jump back into this. If you guys haven't seen Lovership Apparel's commercial, please go look at it. We've got a young lady, I think Addie's maybe, 5 or 6? Baby, she is rocking that. I love watching that commercial because she walks away with so much confidence. Oh, I love this little girl. She is just fire. And she's only, how is she 6?
She's 6. I think Addie is 6. She'll be turning 7.
Okay. The way she is walking with her lovership,
Addie Boo.
And she is walking with the most confidence a little 5-year-old can have in the world. Oh, cute.
Because you can't tell her nothing.
Nothing, baby.
She is very well spoken.
And she designed that hoodie. So, baby,
you have a conversation with her, you're going to understand. You might think you're talking to a grown-up.
A grown-up. Exactly. These kids been here before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody reincarnated. She is.
Yes, she's been here before. All right. So we got through the first one. Okay, go ahead.
Got through self-worth. Don't wrap your self-worth in anybody else. It has the word self in it because it is for yourself only. Just like selfish. All right. So we know our self-worth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have to set boundaries. And when I mean boundaries, I mean with every and anybody. Relationships, family, work, life, period. Anybody that you encounter, we got to set boundaries. And we've talked about setting boundaries before, but doggone it, some of y'all don't hold to it. Okay. So you have to protect your heart, soul, your mind, and your body. So there's 4 parts of it. So one is to refuse to tolerate disrespect. And I stand on that one. I think all 3 of us stand on that one. And you got to do it from the jump. Sometimes there's people that are timid, right? Everybody's not a fighter. Everybody is not vocal. But the moments you need to be vocal is when you tell people, hey, I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. You're not going to talk to me any type of way. You're not going to raise your voice when you're speaking to me. And I'm talking to anybody because that is what you feel. It's not about how they feel. Well, this is just how I express myself. It doesn't matter. I feel disrespected. Right? So you have to enforce that. You can't speak to me the way I need to be spoken to, then I'm just going to leave. If you don't know how to control how you speak, and that's just how you speak to everybody, that's on you. But you have to say, hey, I don't tolerate that. So that's one, stand on business. Okay? Refuse to tolerate disrespect. Constantly justify your pain. You have to refuse to constantly tell people why something they said or they did hurt you. One thing I know is if I get in an argument or an altercation or something with somebody, they know why. I know why. You know, if you hurt me, the majority of people that won't accept responsibility and accountability are always going to deny. Oh, it didn't hurt that bad. Oh, you're exaggerating. Oh, what have you. To refuse to constantly justify your pain to people. Okay, you hurt me. You don't want to admit it. I'm just going to stop this conversation. I can't be around you. I can't hang around you because you're nullifying my emotions and my feelings. And if I allow you to continue to do that, that's how our new relationship is going to be. I don't have to respect hurting her feelings. She let me walk over them and not stop me. Because when you don't stop people, when you give them an inch, they take a mile. That's from. If you don't stop them, they feel like this is a crossable boundary because you didn't put a stop sign. You put a slow sign, pedestrian crossing. You put something other than
you didn't put a stop sign. Yes, and I agree with that.
Stop sign.
I agree. Actually, last night on Coach Nikki's live, there's a young man that got up there and he said, "Well, women shouldn't have boundaries. Boundaries, in a nutshell, causes problems." And I love the way Coach Nikki handled that because she allowed him to speak. But then at the end, and it was a full panel, and at the end, I could tell that he was trying to understand because in his mind, he was right. He was right. Women shouldn't have boundaries. Women have these boundaries because they have, and then they bring trauma. No, women have boundaries to prevent people from giving them trauma. But I think, like I kept putting in the chat, I think he needed a dictionary because he was getting the words confused. Having a boundary doesn't mean that, I'm going to throw my trauma onto you because I have a boundary. It means that I have a boundary that I don't want you to cross. And if you cross that boundary, I'm going to put a stop to it. Well, he saw that as you putting a stop to him crossing a boundary as you throwing your past trauma onto him, which was crazy. But the way that they handled it, I believe Counselor Nikki came up, they handled it so well because they allowed him to speak, and then they had to see where he was coming from, but then they broke down everything that he was saying and put it back to him because he said, a real man. Well, what is a real man?
And was he able in the end to concede to what he was saying, to understand what they put down? Because some people just stop and okay.
I think so. I think he was listening. Right. Girl, it was really a very informative. But at the end, let me tell y'all this part, and we can jump back onto the subject. A young man was on the panel with him. And he had his camera on, and he had already told everybody that he was like 46. And the young man was saying, well, y'all got to understand that, He's like 70 or 80 years old because he had his camera on. Baby,
he looked that old.
The way I fell out, everybody on the panel, no, Nikki's panel, them babies, these young adults, they went in and I was crying.
He
Nikki
must
said
have
she
a
screamed.
hard life. He must have had a hard life. Lord,
baby.
Bless it,
I know,
baby.
Aloe Truck was there. We were crying.
Bless it.
Is this the one that was talking about the boundaries?
Yes.
Or the one?
Yes, he was the one saying, women.
Now he had the
boundaries.
old soul.
He didn't have an old soul. He had an old face. And that young man said, well, y'all got to understand, back in his day, he's like 70
Did
or 80
he say
years
back
old.
in his day?
Yes.
Kid.
And when I tell you, I hollered.
OMG.
I would have been on the floor.
I was.
Did y'all clip that one?
I don't know.
Nikki,
you gotta clip it. You gotta play it. You gotta do a clip.
Please clip it because Miss Jack needs to see it.
I need to see that one. I need to see old face.
We need to see that.
He had that Benjamin Button going on.
He had that Benjamin Button going on for sure. But it was hilarious.
But did he understand when the two Nickies double teamed him? At the end, did he understand after he got a lesson in boundaries, did he get all the way back to point one and understand that it's not just setting boundaries because she's trying to be negative?
I want to say he tried to understand, but he couldn't get past.
I wasn't even there. I can tell you, if he had an old face, he wasn't trying to hear nothing. No.
After the man told him, the young man, because he was a young cat, he told him that he looked 70 or 80 years old.
That pissed him off.
I would have dropped.
I think he didn't drop, but I
would have dropped.
Nikki said he seemed to understand, but he believed his beliefs. Yes, he did believe in his beliefs. But after that young man told him he was 70 or 80 years old, I don't think he could get past that. I think he shut down after that because he was upset. I can't believe I don't look those 70 or 80. You look old. Turn your camera on. Baby, no. You look like you and the young man did not lie. Anywho.
You know what? I think it's hard sometimes, even when you have good information, to give people the good information for them to receive it, especially if they have been told for so long or they are just damned to be set in their ways.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a dramatic one,
it's
though.
like nothing you can do because at this point, it's going to be up to you to believe the information or to do a little research to try to deprogram yourself from what you've been programmed for so many years. So
to say something as bold as and as blind as and tone deaf as no woman should have boundaries.
No woman should have boundaries. The
boundaries
they have is from their trauma, and they bring that into the next relationship. He's confused. I kept saying he needs a dictionary because he doesn't know what the definition of boundaries.
He didn't want to. He didn't want to, because that's one of the things people need to understand. Go ahead.
Of course, I was gonna say, and then it's women telling him he really don't want to believe it. You know,
he kept telling everybody what a real man and a real woman and all that.
Yeah, he don't know what a real man is. He didn't know what a real man is, because a real man would realize, and for everybody that's listening, when a person tells you their traumas, they're telling you so that you don't repeat it. They're trying to say, hey, this is what I have gone through, and I'm letting you know so that if you get close to that, I'm going to have to remove myself. To think you're a real man is wild to say no woman should have boundaries, because that means you have some mental issues or something is not right where you think women should just be looked at as not respected. To say women shouldn't have boundaries means you shouldn't have to respect a woman, because her mouth, what she's saying, her actions, what she wears. You must want her barefoot and pregnant in the house, cooking and not speaking back.
Well, he was 70 or 80 years old, so he may have.
Who raised him? Who raised this?
Somebody.
Lord.
That was an old man. And he kept saying he was only 46, but
he might not have been truthful.
He was black.
Yeah, he was black. Yeah.
We don't age like that. So he might have been old.
Black don't crack unless you smoke it. Anyway.
So that was refusing to justify your pain to someone is a boundary. Refusing to beg for understanding. Now, you got to be kind of iffy with this one. Some people just genuinely don't get it, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you're having a conversation with somebody and they know what you're talking about and they just refuse to understand it because they know understanding it is going to point the fingers at them and something they did wrong, like talking to MAGA, things like that. They refuse to understand. And I refuse to talk to people who refuse to understand. Go ahead.
That's all like denial, deflection, all that stuff. Okay.
All of that. They just refuse to understand. And that is the difference between being ignorant and willfully ignorant. Because some people are, like I said, some people are ignorant. Some people are uninformed. Some people are just genuinely unintelligent. They have low IQs. They just never made it past a certain age in high school. Fine. But when I'm having a conversation about something you did to me, you understand. You'll talk about everything except what we're trying to talk about. Don't want to understand it. I refuse to have those conversations. So refuse to talk to people who are refusing to understand. And
I said I agree with that.
Oh, okay. And the fourth one is what you don't enforce, people run over.
Yeah, they do.
That is the biggest part of a boundary, people. What you do not enforce, people are going to run over you. Some people are boundary testers. There are people in y'all family that test every boundary they come up on just to see what they can get away with. Your children will test boundaries when they're children because they got to learn and they got to see what mommy will let me get away with, what daddy will let me get away with. One of them will go ask the mama. Mama said, no, let me go to daddy. Daddy might say yes or vice versa. She told me quit jumping on this bed. I'm going to jump one more time just to see if she says it again. Habitual.
What's she gonna do? It's like a little trigger in the brain. What's she gonna do?
Are y'all in my house or something? Because
we looking like
with block at. Y'all in my house?
He got to tell to add me to that email address. I'm still waiting. But anyway,
girl. Okay, that's what I'm saying. In every situation, romantic, family, friends, all these relationships, there's going to be somebody that's going to test your boundaries just to see if you're not going to enforce it. So what they need to understand is I can't play with Miss Jack. She enforced all her boundaries. One of my boundaries when I was dating was smoking. I don't care. I don't want to smell it. You could be super duper fine. I hate cigarette smoke, period. So if I allowed myself to date someone that did smoke, I would be messing myself up because I would be miserable every time I smelled it. But no, we're not talking about you, Preezy, but it would be my own fault for not enforcing my boundary. So whatever happened after that, I already let them cross that boundary. So they're going to keep doing it. Same thing with cheaters. If you have a cheater and you take them back, you're teaching them that they may be able to try it one more time. Some people, they repent, they go to church, they ask for forgiveness, and they never cheat again. That's a small fraction of the people that cheat. And say, let me try one more time because she accepted it this time. Oh, go ahead.
And some cheaters will say, well, you know what it is. I don't even know why you're acting like this.
If you allow that in your relationship, and that's the kind of relationship you have, he has, but you don't, because both of y'all got to be on the same page, because one of y'all can't be expecting one of y'all to be faithful, and then the other one is like, you know what it was, you knew what it was. You can't even get mad with that because you didn't set no boundaries. Your boundary was stepped over, or you made an agreement in the beginning of that relationship to be open.
And yeah, why are you crying now?
And there you go, because why you can't set a boundary later. That's one thing about,
Oh, I was just thinking, cry me a river. Cry me.
Oh, yeah,
you can't set boundaries after the fact.
Yeah, you have how you start a relationship is how it's gonna be. You can't start a relationship and tell your spouse, oh yeah, you can do what you want to do. We're going to be open. And then all of a sudden you catch those feelings and you're like, oh no, I don't want you to do that. And then you jump on a plane and fly across town, across the country, and you steal somebody's phone. And then you go through the phone and you find out that that person has been doing what you agreed to in the beginning. And then you call that person crying and that person says, well, why are you crying? You knew what it was.
You know what it is. You know what it was. What you tripping for? Is because you confuse the other person. The other person confused.
That is straight facts.
Straight like that facts.
I thought this is what we was doing. I thought this is what we signed up for, boo-boo. Like, why are you mad? Are you mad because somebody knows?
What you say, Miss Jack? Why you boom boom ba-dooping? What other people? You already knew they were boom boom ba-dooping.
I thought we had an agreement. We could
with everybody.
Boom boom ba-doop whenever we wanted to. You just
let me check.
Y'all silly, both of y'all. But we are.
That was setting boundaries. You can't set boundaries later because you cannot get halfway into the relationship and all of a sudden say, "Hey, I don't like smoking." I'm gonna leave it as that simple. So set your boundaries at the beginning and stand by them. Stand on business. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't lay on business. You got to stand on business. Okay, like them children test you. Children are relentless. That's how you got to be. Okay, promise them that you're gonna take them to the store at 6 o'clock. Even if they don't know time, they're gonna ask somebody, "Is it 6 o'clock yet?" Because you said don't take me to the store at 6 o'clock. I'm ready to go. Stand on business like a child. Okay. All right. So we talked about self-worth and we talked about setting boundaries because all of this wraps up into why walking away is self-love. Okay. So the last one is letting go. All right. There is a quote. It says, "I refuse to stop bleeding in places that refuse to heal." Walking away is a profound act of self-love that prioritizes your mental health, emotional and physical well-being over staying in toxic, draining, or stagnant situations and places. So walking away is choosing you first, not them. Say that again. Walking away is choosing you first and not them. Now, depending on the type of relationship you're in, you're going to have people that are going to try to gaslight you. When you choose yourself over all of the things that they have been doing or saying that you try to have conversations with them about, that they refuse to talk about, that they all of a sudden want to talk about now that you have decided to go. No, I am choosing me. You had your opportunity to choose us. You did not take that opportunity. So I have to choose me, and I'm on the first thing smoking. Leaving a dangerous situation before it turns to hurt and pain is also walking away. I don't even want to get into abusive relationships, but that is one of the things when we're talking mental abuse, physical abuse.
Emotional abuse.
And emotional abuse. One of the things that people need to be careful of. Sometimes you'll get in a relationship with an abuser and everybody around them will say, "Hey, I don't think you might want to be with them." Or you may hear things from ex-girlfriends, he or she kind of like to put their hands on people. Take heed. Take heed to that. Everybody is not out to ruin your relationship. The first sign you see them lose their temper or may try to put their hands on you, please leave if you can. If it is safe, just leave. Because the earlier you leave, you may not be deep into it. They may not be all the way crazy, okay? Leave soon so that before the situation turns to a lifetime of hurt, pain, looking over your shoulder, worrying, trying to go to shelters and hide from somebody, okay?
You're absolutely correct. Yeah, there's a young lady who lost her life and her dad was running for office. I'm trying to find the article. I read it earlier.
Really?
A young lady, yes. She was 22. Her boyfriend unalived her on Saturday. He was running for office. He just dropped out. Let me keep going. I'm gonna find it and read.
Okay, it's only one more at the bottom.
Go ahead.
Walking away is not a last resort. It is the first resort. And it is also, the last one is walking away is selfish. Selfish. It's good to be selfish at certain times. Walking away is a selfish and selfless act, right? It's for you. You got to put yourself first. Any situation that's dangerous, any situation that's not healthy for you, any situation or any relationship that makes you feel uncomfortable. I hate feeling uncomfortable. One thing I hate, like if you get a rock in your shoe, I would take the shoe off. I don't care if it's raining. I'm going to take my shoe off and get that doggone rock out of it. I hate being uncomfortable. Imagine being in a relationship with somebody that makes you uncomfortable. Going to family functions around that one person that makes you uncomfortable. No, you got to be selfish at certain times. And that's what walking away is, being selfish.
And can I say this? Because I know we always get into these topics and we talk about just, people with relationships. But it's so many different types of relationships. It's relationships with friends, it's relationships with family, it's relationships at jobs. All of these things apply to this whole technique of the art of letting go. Mm-hmm. Some jobs are not worth having. I don't care. Sometimes the people say all money ain't good money, and it's true. Okay. Some friendships aren't worth keeping because all people who appear to be your friend ain't really your friend all the time. Mm-hmm. So use those in your everyday life. Don't just think of it, of course in your relationships, but think of it as an everyday technique, not just, when you're dating somebody. Mm-hmm. Put yourself first in everything, I say.
Right. Make it a mantra in your life. That's why I say romantic, family, friend, relationship, work relationships. Make it your mantra. I refuse to put everybody before me and expect them to do the same thing.
Yeah, I agree. It was Jeff Johnson, the Republican candidate for governor in Minnesota. He dropped out. His daughter was unalived. Her name was Haley Marie Tobler, and was killed. She was unalived violently by her husband.
What?
On Saturday. It's
sad.
It's horrible. I say that to say this. When you see those toxic signs, please get help and get out. Get help and get out.
Get away.
Toxic and violence has no color barrier. It has no race, religion, creed, none of that. If
monetary,
get away. Period.
Rich people. We just
rich people, poor people. It doesn't
football
matter.
Player that was following the basketball player. We got an NFL player following a WNBA player and hit her car with his ex-girlfriend. He rammed and hit her car with his Lamborghini. That lets you know he didn't care about life. And hit that lady car while she's heading
several times.
He was trying to stop her from going to the police to report on. You have to be careful.
What? I didn't hear that story.
Yes, that happened over the weekend.
He's on the Falcons, I believe. He plays.
Yes.
He ain't no more.
No, he's still there.
They ain't gonna last because they do have a policy.
They got a policy.
I hope so.
The NFL
will
that young lady did not deserve
they
that.
They definitely got a policy.
Domestic violence is a big no.
What a dummy.
NFL. Yes, you just ruined your
entire life.
And she's an WNBA player.
Yes. Regi Jackson is gorgeous.
Regi, yeah.
Regi Jackson, she's gorgeous.
Yes.
Is it the dude she was?
Yes.
His mama who tried to act like. Mm-hmm. Is that the mama who came and tried to sit in between her and him?
Oh no, I don't think no. Not that one. No.
But yes, and he rammed his Lamborghini SUV into her car multiple times. Then the police tried to come and get him, and he ran from the police and crashed his Lamborghini in the middle of an intersection.
Oh, was he on
to get out and run?
Was he on something?
He was on crazy.
On crazy.
Yeah, good.
He pled not guilty. He pled not guilty. That man is an abuser. He's an abuser.
Sir, you're going to jail. Yeah.
Well,
good for you. Good for you.
We shall see. This Justice Department, we shall see.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get to, because we only got a few minutes left. Let's go ahead and get to these questions that you wanted to ask us.
Okay, so for the question for everybody is, do you feel worthy, and is your worth connected to anybody but yourself? My answer is my worth is connected to me, and I do feel worthy.
My answer is the same. My worth is connected to me, and I do feel worthy.
Ditto.
Okay. Number 2, what boundaries do you set with everyone, regardless of who they are to you? Mine is, you will not talk loud and yell and scream at me.
Watch your tone. You can say whatever you need to say, but watch your tone.
Watch. It's tone, but it's also your words.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
No, you can say what you want to say. It's how I respond.
You can, but you gotta anticipate.
Be ready for what's coming
the
back.
Return.
Absolutely. The last one is, have you ever walked away from a bad situation or relationship? I say yes. The last one I had before I met my husband.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
friends
a lot of us have friends too. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of us have, or we wouldn't be. A lot of us won't be where we are today. You know.
Thank goodness I walked away. Yeah. I was blocking my blessings by staying.
Me too, girl.
Yeah, good.
I took him back and everything, girl. Like,
I'm talking about exes. I'm talking about ex-friends. You know, if it's for me, it's gonna male or female.
And I'm glad I learned the cut-off method.
Yes.
Like
I used to didn't know you.
I used to didn't know you exactly. Like, it's okay.
Right at you. Mm-hmm.
And that's family as well. So, you know.
Mm-hmm. All right, Miss Jack, thank you. As always, we appreciate your commentary, your knowledge, and you are valued so much.
Thank you. I feel valued.
Thank you. Thank you.
You should.
I value y'all. Get out before it gets bad.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you and your hubby, your sweetheart, you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. Y'all going there, y'all traveling. Okay.
Yes.
Going to New Orleans.
Travels.
Yeah. Have fun. Let me say thank you, WKRA 92.7 The Change. Miss Morningstar, go ahead and take us home.
Yes, thank you, WKRA 92.7 The Change. Shout out to my wonderful, extremely handsome husband today. It's his birthday. It is Aquarius season, so happy birthday, Frank. You are the best. You are blessed, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday today.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, Memphis, Tennessee, Holly Springs, Mississippi. We enjoyed you guys coming through as always. Come back, though, tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We will have our brothers who lead and mentor. They do it both. They do it all. And we're going to have some good Black history facts of a great leader. So tune in. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be good today. Be out. Be safe in them streets. Y'all don't let nobody make you mad. And let go and let God, okay? Because y'all going to be okay. All right, y'all. Thank you, Toxic. And thank you, YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Y'all, thank you. Y'all the best. Have a good night and a good day. As we wrap up today's show, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tapping in, and staying connected to your community.
Remember, this platform exists to uplift Black-owned businesses, nonprofits, creatives, and community leaders who are doing the work that moves us forward.
Make sure you support today's guests. Share the show. Stay plugged into our plugs, because when we support each other, we all rise.
Until next time, keep believing, keep building, and keep shining. You've got this.
You've been listening to Our Plugs, the community connection where communities meet opportunity. We'll see you next time.